I'm Jake Sakson. I was raised in Carbondale, Colorado. I love playing in the mountains and the rivers. I really have a passion for telemark skiing because it demands a higher level of focus all the time just to remain balanced. But once you start to have these powerful experiences in the mountains, it kind of starts to envelop your life and engulf it because those are the most powerful experiences that you can have. So as time goes on and you keep searching for that, you do try to push yourself to other levels and seek greater adventures. With the use of snowmobiles, you aren't forced to think about your choices as much, and you don't have as much time to evaluate the snowpack. The day I was out with Nick, I was standing on top of the line, and there wasn't really any thought in my mind of the slope sliding for whatever reason. And I looked to Nick, I'm like, well, I dropped last time, do you want to get it? And he jumps in and, a pocket about this deep, pulls out and sucks him into a rock. And at that point my heart's basically just pounding through the roof, like full adrenaline rush for sure. Couldn't really believe that it was actually happening. And when he stopped and I could see his head was above, I wasn't as scared. It was definitely hard to remain calm throughout that whole scenario, but I think that's extremely important. It's a lot more efficient to go slow than to go fast and make mistakes. One of our friends with the snowmobile went for help first, and what was really eye-opening about the experience is, how far away that help really is. It took them about an hour before they found cell service and they got in contact with someone. My biggest concerns were we were still below a slope that hadn't gone yet. And then, what was going through my head a lot, especially when they weren't getting in contact with cell services, maybe the helicopter can't come, or it's not going to come for a while, and what that would mean for, our rescue plan. You have to just be constantly talking about the risks, Once you look at your phone and you realize you don't have cell service anymore, you need to be like, okay, that means that, that's how much further away rescue is. And, what are our escape plans? How can we get out of here? Another big mistake is that I didn't have heavy-duty painkillers in my backpack, and that would have been the main thing that we could have had that would have started helping Nick. Nick and I had been, talking about these projects and where we wanted to take our skiing and things like that. And we hadn't skied together too much before this, but I think it was definitely a good start to our relationship as a wake-up call that, what we're trying to do is really dangerous, and, things can get really bad really fast, and it doesn't take as much as you think. Yeah, you're dealing with nature, and it definitely has infinite power over you, so it's really important to always keep that in mind. And when you start to get into your head that, oh, I can rip this so fast, I'm going to be sick, you usually get a smackdown, and you just hope that smackdown is one that you can learn from and survive. My ski season's pretty much over. After the incident, definitely lost a little bit of my drive to keep pushing it for that year, and just wanted to step back and think about, what we were actually trying to do. But what's still on my mind is pursuing, aggressive skiing, I guess. I get some support from Flylow, which is an up-and-coming apparel company that makes bomber gear for backcountry skiing. And then I'm also sponsored by Black Diamond. Been working with Powder Whore Productions a lot this season. Powder Whore doesn't necessarily hire me on. They were letting me live at their house rent-free pretty much all season. I'm just an athlete that they have available at all times.
It's a tough life, eh?
Yeah, right. Go skiing. Been able to make it work with 6 months of work and 6 months of skiing. So when I was acting, we would go to LA for pilot season, which starts in February and goes through April. and by the time I was 10, I just became really bummed out that I was missing that part of ski season, so I had to bail and started skiing. I had a bunch of guest parts in relatively large shows,
Were you in a movie?
and I was in a Disney original movie as well.
Which movie?
Don't Look Under the Bed. It's a Halloween movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
scary one?
Yeah, it's super scary.
Really?
I don't think it instilled any more fear in me, but it would be good if it had, I guess. I think it's hard to predict, and I don't know if I'm one to say, but I guess my personal belief is while we have been evolving into these higher realms of consciousness in terms of technology and a lot of the things that we can do as humans with our minds, we have kind of forgotten our roots in the mountains and with the land and with the earth. And I think it's critical that we go back and pick up and integrate those tribal beginnings with the rational and the technological minds that we have developed. Bye.